What's up, you guys? It's your boy Isaiah back again with another unboxing review. Today, well, you already follow me. Well, I got something very special. We got a couple of my top merchandise here that I have over the past 5 years on YouTube. Well, that's not what we're gonna talk about the meat potatoes here, but here are a few of them. You want to see them? Well, what are we doing today? Well, we all know Mattel is the current owner of the Times franchise, as we recall. I'm still not beginning what they've done to the franchise, of course, as well as their other brands, but recently, they give us pretty good things lately to celebrate the anniversary of this franchise. And today, while I was in Walmart today, apparently, it didn't saw my community post, I saw this. And here we go. Da 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 da. That's right, folks. We're going to take a review and look at the 80th anniversary Ruby Thomas. Yep, that's right, folks. We're going to do an unboxing of this thing. I've been trying so hard for the summer of trying to find the 80th merchandise almost everywhere I try to go, including online stores. Luckily, I managed to catch up one of them. I meant to pick up, well, Thomas. So I checked out the Walmart's website and see which Walmart was having it, and one of the Walmart said they had it. So I went to the Walmart, and I thought there were like none available, but luckily there were two in stock, and I grabbed quickly, and boom, I have it already. Unfortunately, the one didn't have the anniversary merchandise of Trapmaster, but that's okay. And for the news, I'm gonna get the classic Moai Time from eBay for next week. When I do get the money though. I don't know I'll be getting Gordon, James, Flying Sky, and Percy Nielsen. They look cool, not gonna lie, including Duck. But at the exact same time though, I would probably get the classic Thomas. Like what Gilbert and Trevor said, shout out to them in this video by the way, I cannot make any promises. But that's not here to talk about. First off, before we unbox this thing, let's check the box. Mattel packaged this thing pretty good. We got the Thomas Friends logo. We got the Fit the Price logo. We got 80 Mattel. And, well, it used to be titled Puss Along, but Mattel rebranded it again to Meta Collection. This is like the third time they have rebranded the diecast line for Puss Along. First it was Puss Along, Trapman Puss Along, then it was Puss Along, now Meta Collection. What's gonna be next? I have no idea. But I like the name Meta Collection. Had a nice ring to it. And now the back is the exact same thing. The real Thomas logo, the formerly owner Thomas Hit Entertainment, and some other things that who cares about? Created by Britt Allcroft, rest in peace to her, Lady Riddler Thomas. If Britt Allcroft had been still alive before she passed away, deceased, she would have been proud right next to Wilbur Audrey. Despite the fact that this film has problems with not just about the fans, but Mattel as well. I still haven't getting what they've done to the other brand as a whole, right beside Thomas, like Bob the Bird for instance. But enough about that, let's get to the box. Time to unpack this thing. Wow, that was quick. Alright, we got Thomas and the trucks. So, first things first, I'm gonna take Thomas out. And right next to it, all the trucks. Alright, there we go. Now, normally what I like to do when it comes to packaging, I want to get rid of the box. But since it is very special about Thomas and Mattel, instead of throwing this box away, I'm going to keep the box. I'm going to keep the packaging of this. Why? Because, reason, they keep out the fun memory instead of throwing it away. So, it's going to stay right there. Now, let's get the meat of potatoes. First up, we're going to talk about this Thomas. Now, I gotta say, Mattel nailed with this line. No, they certainly did. They absolutely nailed with this line. They absolutely nailed with this line of this model. They actually did. Like, it's been like what? It's been nearly like a decade we got a good quality merchandise line. It's been like also a decade. It's been that long. Yeah, the trucks, but we're not gonna talk about that. Come on, camera, focus. That's gonna be edited out. I'm sorry. Alright, there we go. Now we can talk about this thing. So, what made this Thomas stand out? Well, the first argument we would know is that with side rods. I think, if I'm not mistaken, Mattel took the notes from the other Thomas. Man, these were the good old days. Despite the fact I was not a 90s kid, and Urda was a good line, but this suffered from a few problems. Not like a lot of problems, but a few problems. And gotta say, this Thomas, by shape, is looked 3 times better than the porcelain Thomas back in 2019. Like, I could put this Thomas up to the side compared to this we had back in 2019. This looks a abomination to look at. Like, all the put Thomas looks squished. Like, they began doing that when they rebranded the Take It Away line in 2014. And I was not a big fan of it. Even I noticed that Tekken Play was already going downhill. Hell, Thomas remained dead in Adventures and Puzzle-On, Trapmaster Puzzle-On 2019. Like, the cap is squish. It is so squish to look at. Is that the thing Mattel do? Poor reports on some models? And the dome is too small for my liking. Like, who wants to see that? And no painted buffers. But compared to this, we have currently Mattel step up to their game. Despite the fact it's not like a normal Metal Collecting Thomas, this is a good item. Like, I love how Ruby the running board looks. Oh yeah, I like the fact that he got his dome and his cap back. Like, it feels like how he was in the GDI series, including the face. I think they compared the face to the side. Yeah, a big difference. You can also tell that this is more out of the GDI series compared to this. This is a pretty good darn item to look at. Although, like what some people said, there is a negative without a positive. Are there any negatives I can give out this thing? There are a few negatives I can say, but not a lot of negatives. One negative how this thing is, there are no painted bubbles at the back. That's disappointing. They just saying that with the classic Morai Thomas, they bothered to paint the bubble at the front, but not the back. But that doesn't bother me. At least Thomas finally had painted bottle again after nearly a decade of certain merchandise line. But I love the fact that they bought to get Thomas a headlamp. I can see and understand why Mattel didn't give Thomas a right running board, but I can let that pass for now since I don't want the Ruby Red to get ruined. Since after all, it's both Thomas and Mattel's anniversary for this year, so We had to praise Mattel a lot of praise for this toy. Yeah, but we're not done yet of this. We're gonna talk about the two Ruby trucks. Oh my god. Mattel nailed these two trucks. Like, they are so shiny to look at. And I love the ruby crystal that Mattel put in these trucks. Like, we never expect Mattel We never expect Mattel to be this far to make, like, good quality merchandise again, a certain toy line. That includes Tom the Tank and Hot Wheels. Wait, aren't they removable? No, they're not removable. It would have been nice if they were removable, but oh well. I get they did it for reasons. But look how shiny they look. I love the silver and red, the contrast. Same thing go with the red wheels. The red wheels look nice too. But I have to agree with Gilbert on this. Like, when I couple up to the truck with Thomas right here, I do agree with what Gilbert had to say about these trucks. Well, even though the trucks are nicely detailed, but they're too small to look at. They're too small and too tiny. I mean, I guess Mattel did this for reasons. I get they didn't want to make it bigger, but then again, this is a pretty good item. Like, it's been like a long heck of a minute till we get a good merchandise line that diecast. Like, Tekken Play 2014 was bad. Tick Adventure was kind of hit and miss. I think it was alright, but could have done better. Trap Better Puzzle, on the other hand, was this. I would say it was a bit bad. I'm sorry, it was. In terms of porting wise, still we retained the chunkiness from Tekken Play 2015 and Adventures. Origins go push along. Even though some certain mods look better, like Gordon, Henry, James, and Edward looked the best one, including Duck. But it was just not the same though. But this, on the other hand, Mattel stepped up to the game. And I want to say this though, when I say the review on the Clapton Motorized Thomas of 2025, it's not perfect. It's not great what we have from before, like with these, for instance. Like, nothing can beat nostalgic, but at the exact same time though, even though it's not a perfect toy, at least Mattel is trying to make good quality toys again. At least Mattel is trying to make good quality toys again, at least. Mattel is at least trying to make it. And, I do apologize for the certain, back angle shots right here, but I love how you, Mattel, nailed with this item. You certainly did. And I was very happy that this Walmart have it. And it can go well with the rest of the collection right here. Now, there's one question I need to ask. What are my final thoughts of the Ruby Thomas from 2025 to celebrate both of anniversaries? Well, this is a good item. It certainly is. Like I said before, for the final time, it's not perfect, but Mattel at least trying. Mattel at least trying to make good quality toys again. And so, that's back to one question. How would I rate this thing? Well, I'm gonna rate the Anniversary Thomas. I'm gonna rate this thing. That's right. I'm gonna rate it an 8 out of 10 stars. And yeah, that's right. Thank you so much for watching. And stay tuned about like a week or two because I'm gonna get my hands on the Trapmetro Motorwise 2025 Thomas. Well, see you all in the next video, an unboxing. Bye-bye!